I've been receiving lots of questions about how we might be able to conduct a strata meeting with only one person present, specifically for the purpose of resolving to conduct meetings in future other than in person. So to hold electronic meetings, to hold meetings in writing, to permit electronic voting. We know that in New South Wales, we need to first resolve to do that for general meetings at general meeting level and for committee meetings at committee meeting level. Now, some clever strata managers have been talking about ways that we can conduct meetings in accordance with the legislation with one person present, simply for the purpose of resolving in future to conduct electronic meetings or meetings other than in person. How do we do that? Well, I've prepared a few points for you here to assist. Now, this is a meeting convened purely for the purpose of resolving to approve other means of voting. This is not a process for all schemes. This is only going to work where you have a building where the majority, or preferably a supermajority, or even better, all owners are on board with this idea and have already expressed their willingness to support it. And the suggestion is that you can have a discussion about this with owners prior to the meeting occurring. Have that discussion via email or via a video call to explain this process, or even share a copy of this video to get the conversation going. So how does it work? You issue a notice of general meeting, your usual notice, but you have only two motions on the agenda. The two motions are to confirm the minutes of the last general meeting. We must include that motion in accordance with our legislation in New South Wales. And your second motion is to adopt other means of voting. Now, make sure your strata manager properly words that motion, and you want to be having a look at the wording that is in Regulation 14 of the Strata Schemes Management Regulation in New South Wales. So that notice of general meeting has been issued with those two motions on the agenda. Prior to the meeting, at least one person who is entitled to vote appoints the strata manager, for example, or some other person who is willing to chair the meeting as their proxy holder for the meeting. The proxy form directs the strata manager on how to vote on those two motions. And it is pre-arranged because you've had an email discussion, you have had a video chat with other owners. It is pre-arranged that the only person who is going to physically attend the meeting will be the strata manager, or that person who is holding the directed proxy. Let's say it's the strata manager chairs the meeting. There will be no quorum, of course, at this meeting. However, in New South Wales, the chairperson can decide to proceed with a general meeting absent a quorum. The chairperson must wait 30 minutes before that decision is made, and that's set out in Clause 17 4B of Schedule 1 to our Act. The meeting proceeds and the strata manager votes in favour of the motions, assuming that is indeed what the proxy has directed. And then voila, you have your resolution to hold meetings other than in person.